Here I was, 19 years old. I had cut off any chance of going to college with the hopes of becoming an entrepreneur. I was telling people how I would be rich in the first few years after graduating high school. I knew I had to go all in so I wouldn't look stupid in front of the people around me. I tried selling real estate, failed. I tried drop shipping, failed. I tried affiliate marketing, failed. Whenever I would tell my friends a new business idea, I felt like a mad scientist no one would listen to. Everyone knew I would try a new business model every other week. I felt defeated. I felt like it was over. Until one fateful night at 3 a.m. while I was doom scrolling, I come to the Lord with my problem. I asked the Lord, show me a business I can actually make money with. He instantly gave me an answer. On the next TikTok I slid on came my answer. It said, hey guys, we're going to be trying curb painting as a side hustle. I gave the Lord my word and tried it out the next day, and we had made $200 that first day.
I can't believe it, Jesus. I can't believe it, Jesus.
I was becoming so successful in my business now that some days I would come back with more money than my parents had made that day.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn!
That day had changed my life forever. To the point that week after I started, I was able to quit my part-time job and move into my own apartment. These were my results, and I would love to help you make the same. So you guys might be asking yourself, what magical business is this man talking about? And the business that we're going to be talking about today is called curb painting. So curb painting is literally painting the address numbers on the front of the house on the curb. And curb painting is a very great business because there's unlimited houses with address numbers that need to be painted. And oftentimes they'll need to get painted once a year or even once every 2 years. So it's unlimited houses that you can do in these neighborhoods. And the third reason why this is a great business because it's actually something people need. So people need this so family and friends can find their house, the postal service can find their house, and so police officers and ambulances can find their house also. So like shit like DoorDash, Uber Eats don't get sent to the wrong house. So having the address numbers can prevent a lot of things from going wrong. And the very last thing is it's a relatively low cost service to the homeowner. So out of everything they'll need to get done in their house with maintenance, this will be the cheapest thing for them. And with the lower price, it will open up to more clients who are able to afford since the price is so low. And also it will be way cheaper for you to do the curb for them than for them to buy the supplies and do it themselves. So you might be asking, how are we going to get clients for this? So the way we're going to get clients for this is by door knocking. And before you log off, just hear me out. The door knocking isn't bad whatsoever. Because I door knocked for real estate and I door knocked for internet companies. And when I door knock for this, it feels like you're actually valued. Because it's not every day where somebody's offering to paint a curb. Because I heard so many times people say, oh, someone hasn't been over here to paint curbs in over 20 years. So it won't be as frequent of a door knock for someone who paint curbs compared to someone who is selling real estate or someone who is selling Frontier or Spectrum. And in the business itself, it's not a lot of people painting curbs. So you're going to be a rare gem just even being there itself. And how I like to charge my stuff, just for the numbers itself, it will just be 20 bucks. And if you guys are like a logo, it will just be an extra 10. So it'll just be 30 bucks altogether. But you can also raise your prices to 25 for the curb and also 40 for the logo because it's not a lot of people doing it. So you can charge a higher price. But either way, even with the $20 price, you're still beating minimum wage. And to paint the curb itself, I'll go through it briefly, but you can find videos on the internet and I'll make a video soon showing how to do it. But basically first you scrape off the previous curb, tape around the edges, paint the background white, and then you tape your stencils together so you have the address number, put it on the curb, spray it, you're good. And in between door knocking, literally you can be on YouTube listening to music and listening to podcasts. Like, you can be on FaceTime talking to friends while you go knock doors. Like, it doesn't have to be a horrible experience. And you'll get paid cold hard cash every single day. So unless you want to, you can report it, but you don't have to report the cash that you get. So you'll get money tax-free, no social security taken out, no nothing. And for the other ways we can market, we are going to utilize things such as the Nextdoor app, Facebook groups, social media, referrals, yard signs, and flyers to gain sales. So if you post a picture on the Nextdoor app, you will get a handful of people reaching out to you saying, hey, can you do my curb? And that's easily $100 right there. I remember the first time I posted my work on the Nextdoor app, I made $200 the next day. And also you can cold call too. So if you use a website called truepeoplesearch.com, you can get a list of numbers for free. And also, if you do want to get like a paid dialer where you can call 3 people at once and it will pick up the first person who picks up the phone, try a Mojo dialer. Also remember, door knocking is marketing in itself, and especially if you have a company hoodie on. So if people are walking around and they see on your company hoodie what you do, that's making yourself known in the marketplace. And also, like, since we're going to be carrying all the supplies in hand, having flyers around your bucket will signify to people, oh, what you're doing in the neighborhood. And also, doing the work itself is marketing too. Because if somebody drives by and then they see what you're doing, they can easily come by and say, hey, can you come and do mine next? Which has happened to me like so many times. The supplies that you guys will need is exterior flat paint, black spray paint, white spray paint, stencils. I like to buy 3 packs if you're just starting out for the first time, tape, a scraper, steel wire brush, a paint tray and a paint roller, a bucket, and a foam paintbrush. And with the starting costs and everything like that, it will come out to about $120. Disclaimer, if you guys live in the countryside or somewhere with not a lot of houses, this will not work for you. If you live in an area where it rains a lot and it's really harsh conditions, this will not work for you. So this will work for a certain amount of people. Yeah, but like curb painting, I just changed my life in like so many different ways. Like, first off is being able to quit my job instantly, since I get paid every day in cold hard cash. Like, that's been way easier than getting paid every 2 weeks. Life is way easier. I don't have to wait for checks to pay bills and stuff like that. So it just makes it overall easier. I get to make my own schedules. Even if I'm having a bad day, I'm still making more than the minimum wage, as if I was working a regular job. That makes sense. Yeah, it's very flexible. Like, it's easy to hit 100, 200. If you go all damn day long, even $300 in a day. And like, the things that it's done for me, like, I used to hate living with my parents. Like, I was really dreading it. And this business like got me out of there within 3 months. And that is very, very fast. So I feel like curb painting just changed my life. I like learned so much about business and like so much experience, honestly, which is really just priceless. Like, that's like pretty cool stuff. Like, I'm making more than I need, and I'm also able to save, rather than me being at my job and I wasn't able to save, even when I was living with my parents, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, man, like, so I'm gonna try to keep doing this as long as I can, because I've been doing it for a year now, and where I live, I hit almost everywhere right by me. So I know that this won't last forever, but this is a great business to start with. And also, I've grown the business to the point where I'm basically a handyman company now. So me and my friend Elijah, we gotten so many jobs just from the curb painting itself and the Nextdoor app. So we got a job doing moving, we got a job doing concrete, rodent removal. So that just expanded into a whole nother thing right there. But yeah, boys, like just let me know down in the comments, like if you guys have any questions or anything about that. Like I'm happy to come and talk to you boys. I'll leave a link in the description for all the supplies and everything you'll need like that. But shit, stay safe, my boys. And if you guys try this out, comment down your results of all that stuff. All right, I'm gonna start out.